Good morning. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living North Metro. I'm Reverend Michael Torphy.
I'm Reverend Valerie Torphy.
I'm Reverend Kathy Mastriani, your producer for the day.
I'm Dr. Ernestina Garcia, and I will be doing the readings today.
And I'm Robin Hackett, your special guest musician.
It's good to see you all being present here to make the service unfold in such a beautiful way. Let's get started with the prayer. Would you, Valerie?
So I just invite you to take a deep breath in as we just breathe in God. And as we breathe out, we let go of all the busyness, all that getting ready, all the stuffs, and we just settle into that space where God indwells us. And we know that as this service unfolds, it unfolds in ease and grace and effortlessness. And each of us says what is ours to say and hears what is ours to hear. And each one listening now or later hears what is theirs to hear. And so I'm just so grateful. I let it go. I allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is.
So we have the lovely Robin Hackett as our special music today. And I know she has something wonderful to share.
There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. There is only one of us. In your eyes, it's me I see. There is only one of us. You are my reflection. There is only one. You are my reflection. There is only one.
That's so beautiful. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Is that one of your songs?
No, it's one that I just learned by Melissa Felipe, I think is her name. And it just has so profoundly affected me. It just has done a big shift in my life. And I only learned it the week before last for another service.
Wow.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing it.
Yeah.
It is. Okay, we're going to take...
The purpose of our spiritual community is to be a spiritual community, to be supportive to all those who are seeking support, to practice and live unconditional love, to be non-judgmental and forgiving, to embrace oneness, to join all others who want to co-create a world that works for everyone, all cultures, all races, all sexual orientations, and all life. And so it is.
And so it is.
So like us and check in on Facebook at CSL North Metro, and check out our website, cslnorthmetro.org. You can go to contact us to add yourself to the email list. You can request prayer and we'll pray on it all week. And there's a lot more information out there at Reverend Michael writes a blog every month, and I think we're full now, so I think I'm having to get rid of one when the new ones come in. So that's kind of a happy thing too.
Yeah.
So, and today's title is "What the Heck Was I Thinking?" Okay, and that's it for me. So we must be ready for
Dr. Ernestine.
yes.
There she is.
Hello, everyone. And what I was thinking just now is what a beautiful song that was, Robin, and how joyful I am to be part of a community that works for everyone. So anyway, but that's not my job. My job today is not to just be happy, but to do the readings. So we'll start with the affirmations. Affirmations for the week of August 11, 2024, written for all of us by Stephen Anthony. Please repeat after me. I set clear intentions and the universe guides me to their fulfillment.
I set clear intentions and the universe guides me to their fulfillment.
My innermost thoughts express Spirit's wisdom and love always.
My innermost thoughts express Spirit's wisdom and love always.
I exclaim gratitude for the absolute blessing that is my life.
I exclaim gratitude for the absolute blessing that is my life.
Each day brings greater growth and expansion in my consciousness.
Each day brings greater growth and expansion in my consciousness.
I step further into my greatest possible expression in each moment.
I step further into my greatest possible expression in each moment.
Limitless abundance, harmony, and joy are available to me now.
Limitless abundance, harmony, and joy are available to me now.
And together we say,
And so it is.
okay. Well, the reading for today is from The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. In the beginning, God. In the beginning, spirit or intelligence only. No manifest universe, no system of planets, no visible form. Nothing but the life principle, God, the Spirit, had not yet moved upon the waters. Then this all being moved or began to create. Where did Spirit move? Upon what did it move? From whence came its pattern? What means of power did it employ? Through what agencies did it work? In short, out of what is the world, ourselves included, made? How did we and all other physical manifestations come into being? If we suppose spirit to be the life principle running through all manifestation, the cause of all, then we must suppose it has substance within itself. It is self-existent consciousness and also self-existent substance. Spirit makes things out of itself through some inner act upon itself. This inner pact must, of course, be an act of consciousness, of self-perception, of self-knowingness. What God knows is. This has been called the Word of God and the self-contemplation of God. And together we say, and so it
So
is.
it is. Yeah, very good. Thank you. Oh, so let's bring Robin back. There she is.
I remember who I am. I remember the Spirit in me. And I remember what I am. I remember the light inside of me. I remember. I remember. I remember. I remember. I remember. I remember who I am. And I am thankful for what I am. I am thankful for the Spirit in me. And I am grateful for who I am. I am grateful for the light inside of me. I am grateful. 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 I'm grateful for who I am. And I remember, I remember, I remember. Do you remember? Do you remember? Do you remember? Remember, remember, remember. Oh, remember, remember, remember. You are love. You are light. You are joy. You are strength. You are hope. You are peace. You are love. Oh, remember. Oh, remember. Oh, remember. Remember. Oh, remember. Remember. Who you are. Who you are. You are light. You are love. You are peace. You are joy. You are hope. Remember who you are.
Wow.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah. Hmm.
Put me in a, I don't know if I'm going to be able to talk now.
Remember your strength. Never mind.
That's right.
Okay. Thank you, Robin. We'll be back to you later.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that was beautiful.
That was beautiful. You just sit here all day and listen to that. Huh?
Yeah. So, according to Ernest Holmes, our mind is a particular expression of God mind, through which God's wisdom as a creative and directive action may be brought to bear upon a particular situation and circumstance. What he's saying there is that we can use our God mind to change any circumstance in our life, because when we tap into that God mind, then the human mind gets set aside. So divine inspiration, divine creativity, divine wisdom can come through and shift something in ourselves. What do we want to shift? Well, there's a lot of shifting going on, and it's particularly helpful if we're aware of the shifting that's going on, so we don't get caught up into judging it or being afraid of it or trying to make it something different, because, as they say, it is what it is. So discovering a sense of an automatic thought that keeps coming up and not being aware what's going on through that automatic thought is a discovery we want to make. Because when these automatic thoughts just keep coming, such as, why do I keep messing up? When that keeps coming, and I ask why did I keep messing up, then Spirit or the universe is going to give me an example, and I'll find out why I'm messing up. It's because I keep asking the damn question. So quit asking the question. No, seriously, nothing can change until we become aware of our limited thoughts. It's in the awareness that change has the possibility of bringing the new me into existence. I believe that whatever is spinning around in my head should become, if I believe that everything spinning around in my head should be dealt with a headstrong attack, then I'm just going to stay in this battle with myself, because you can't change anything by being headstrong. You may change some things, but it's just bringing up things that we may not want to change, such as I'm a divine spirit of God. I'm happy all the time. I'm joyful all the time. I'm gifted with my talents. I'm gifted by my friends and my loved ones. This is important, but we don't want to use our headstrong to battle something that's the opposite of it, because when you're battling the opposite, you're also battling the positive. Is that clear?
Would you say that again?
Well, when you're battling the opposite, you're thinking that whatever the opposite isn't worthy of your thoughts either, because you're battling both. Let me see if I can make that clear.
So if I'm saying I'm not good enough,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wanting to quit say I'm not good enough by arguing with it,
Right,
then I'm creating more I'm not good enough.
right. Because you're arguing with something that doesn't exist. So you're empowering that, and that which you want to exist is being affected to it also. because you can't fight one thing and not have the other thing affected by it.
So the way I would say that is what I focus on expands. Is that right?
Mhm.
No?
Well, there's no right or wrong.
Well, I mean, is that what you're saying?
I'm saying, say somebody goes to war for a righteous cause, then they engage in the war, and the righteous cause is being affected as much as the engagement of battling it, because they're both caught up in the war, and nothing can be outside of that war. Does that make sense? Still not getting to you. Well, let's move on,
Okay, let's do.
because I could probably spend the day with that thought, and I got other things I want to say. Well, let's see, where was I? When I say we got to get out of our head, what does that mean to you?
It means to me that I think too much and I don't allow feelings to be present, for one thing. For another thing, a lot of times when we're thinking about what we don't want instead of what we do want, or what we want to change, but we're focusing on the thing we want to change instead of the thing we want to be.
Yeah.
Is that it? Or
Yeah, and there's so many possibilities of what getting out of our head means. It can mean releasing old thinking patterns and tap into God patterns, because we want to direct our thoughts in a place that opens a door to allow spirit to rush in. And when that door opens, then we become aware of all the rotten thoughts that are going through our head automatically. And that's what I'm really stressing is the automatic thoughts that we don't pay attention to. Well, we may, when it brings something bad into our life, it'll bring our attention to it, but we will think it's the thing that's going wrong instead of the thing that created it. We'll think about the thing that's going wrong instead of thinking about the thing that created it. The thought that automatically creates these experiences in our life time and time again.
so you're talking about those 70,000 thoughts a minute that just run through our heads all the time.
Exactly. And it's like spinning the wheel on the wheel of fortune. One of those thoughts are going to pop up, those 70,000 thoughts that are going through your mind. One of them is going to pop up and say, take my
Manifest this.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you may want to say, what the heck am I thinking? Because what we're thinking is what's affecting and guiding and showing up in actions and people and things that are really not wanted in our life. Because if I have a choice between bringing somebody into my life that's going to cause me nothing but misery and pain, or bringing somebody into my life that causes me joy and happiness, which one would I pick?
I think I'll choose joy.
Yeah. But you got to be clear on what you're thinking
Right.
that caused that, and bring it to the moment where you can see clearly the awareness that, oh, my thoughts are automatic. They're just automatically bringing this into my life. So I got to be awake and aware to whatever these automatic thoughts are. And it's important to have the brain-heart connection, because the brain is necessary, because without the ability to thought, we'd probably just be a mummy. But when you connect the brain and the heart together, then clarity can come, and your awareness gets to be keener than if you're just thinking from your head. the brain-heart connection is independent of I have to's, I musts, I can't see it any other way, I'm obligated to that which is before me. All those things just get in your way of expanding and living the true life, the truth of your own being. So I have a little formula. Become aware of the automatic thoughts, the automatic unpleasant thoughts. Replace those thoughts with empowering affirmations, and witness the change in your thinking, hence the change in your life. You got to be aware that what's going on, because that gives you a sense of that's not me that's doing the work. It's the God within me that expands me and loves me.
So thoughts are becoming aware of what's spinning around in there all the time. Ideas.
Say that again.
Well, so I have all these thoughts spinning around in there, and I may not even be aware I'm having those thoughts.
Right.
So ideas for how I might become more aware. What practice might I do to become more aware?
Well, for me, clarity comes through meditation most of the time. And I'm not thinking about, it doesn't necessarily have to be a sit down 30-minute meditation. It can be just a closing of my eyes and being in the moment with whatever that thing is that your automatic thought process brought forward. So it can be just like a 3-minute turn within. And as you turn within, awareness to whatever it is that the thought has brought into your life. It has to be done from within. It can't be looked at the things that are happening outside of yourself, because those things that are happening outside of yourself are the very things that your thought process has created. So if I eliminate any possibility of thought and just open up to spirit by closing my eyes, and you may ask, what do I need to be aware of in this moment? And just be with it. And know that you'll get an answer. I know I get an answer. I can't say you need to know that because I don't know what your needs are. But it's if practice brings forth the truth, then you'll understand what it means to be aware of an automatic thought. You want to say a few things?
I just wrote down a few quotes that I thought I'd start with. And they're all from The Science of Mind by Ernest Holmes. All things are thoughts made manifest. Nothing exists in the universe, whether it be rock, tree, or human being, that was not first an idea, that did not exist in the universal mind as a perfect concept. So what that means to me is everything happens through thought, and it's the universal mind that has created the planet and all the planet, well, on and on and on, everything that we can see and everything that we can't. And we're microcosms of the macrocosm. And so the way God works is the way we work also. And so as God thinks things into manifestation, so also do we. And so the things that we're thinking can be things that are for us or things that are against us. And a lot of times, because we've talked about that, I think when I first recognized the 70,000 thought, we were in Chicago and I can't remember the guy's name. And I looked for his book the other day and I couldn't find it either. But when you think about 70,000 thoughts a minute rushing through your brain, it's unless we're cognizant of the things that we want to create, some of that stuff that's just running around in there is going to catch and start manifesting. And so to me, it's taking the time for our spiritual practices like mindfulness and prayer and meditating. And sometimes it's just taking just a minute to be present again and recognize, whoa, look at all that stuff that's going around in my head. No wonder I'm so confused all the time. So if we become aware that the one controlling what we're thinking and the one controlling the things that are happening in our lives is us, and then we start looking at that thinking, it's what am I thinking that I want to create, and what am I thinking that I just really need to stop thinking those thoughts so that I can create the things that I do want. I can't think of an example right now, but if, for example, we're wanting a partner and we're running around just searching for a partner and just really, really need that partner, then probably we're not open to the divine in attracting that right person to us, because we were so busy looking, we weren't open to accepting what it is we really wanted. I really like this too. I'm going to read this one too. A thought is a discrete unit of energy intelligence. A thought is a vibration of wave energy existing in the sea of universal energy. Woo, huh? Thoughts arise and dance in and out of awareness. But if a thought is observed, it becomes the center of intention. It begins to develop mass and the potential of developing into a thing. So we got all those thoughts running around through our mind. And when we're not intentionally deciding what we want and thinking about what we want, one of those things is going to manifest anyway, because all of those thoughts are in there and they all have the potential for manifesting. And some of it might just be, I got so many thoughts thinking around in there, I can't really do anything. So we just need to become intentional about what we're thinking, about what we want to manifest, about how we're microcosms of the macrocosm, and as God manifests, also so do we. And so it needs to be purposeful. And that's Reverend Michael already brought that to mind, but that's why we have spiritual practices like prayer and meditation and mindfulness and practitioner sessions and affirmations and reading, because there's always something. It seems like sometimes I'll just go through and let my finger pick the book that I'm supposed to pull out and read something on, and the message that I needed is just right there. But I had to allow myself the space for finding the thing that I needed to hear right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you have.
So what I want you to understand is that the practice of becoming aware may require some surrendering, because some of the things that blocks your awareness is the thing that needs to be surrendered. So, for example, I might want to surrender what I've been accustomed to. I'm attached to something that's so important to me that without it, I might think I can't go on. And that's something that you just have felt comfortable with. But that comfort isn't really a comfort. It's hiding something that's working against you. And anytime something works against you, you got problems.
Yeah, it's not for you.
No, that's right. So surrender everything I don't have power over. I don't have power over everything that happens in my life. Somebody crashes their car into my car. I don't have any power. Well, maybe someday I'd be like Superman, stick my arm out and stop it. But I surrender to the moment of whatever's going on. Surrendering those thoughts that aren't necessarily true, and there's plenty of those. So when you start surrendering, you open up the gates of discovery. Surrendering who we think we are supposed to be. Those supposed tos are really not life affirming, because anytime you're supposing something, you're cutting off everything else, every other possibility that exists. And we're not here to do that. We're here for God. If God is for me, nothing can be against me. If God is abundant, then I am rich in the Holy Spirit. If God is power, then I can do anything. If God is love, then I am love. Then I am loved. Then I am loving. And that's all you need to know. If you can live in that self-awareness that I am loved, that I am loved, that I'm loved, that I'm loving, then you'll become aware of those things that aren't loving to you, those things that aren't self-loving. So go ahead and check out your thinking. It's an important thing to do. You'll be glad you did, because you get to experience the joy of change as you let go of some of that unnecessary thinking stuff. Get rid of those unnecessary thinking stuff and just stuff it in a bag and set it on fire. Last time, though, this I'm going to say for myself. God is imagination. Then I am God's son in the park, and all is well. You want to pray?
So I just invite you to close your eyes and take a deep cleansing breath. Recognizing that there is only that one power and that one presence, that one life that indwells each and every one of us all the time. That there is no time when God is not present. That there is no space where God is not. And so as we understand and recognize and affirm that the presence of God is within our lives, that it is that very presence which animates us, which thinks our thoughts and is the indwelling presence, we just understand that letting go of that which no longer serves us allows more room for the love and the peace and the harmony and the things that we actually came here to do that are important can rush in. So I know for each one of us that as we let go of that which no longer serves us, we gain clarity, we gain confidence, we gain love and peace and harmony and joy and abundance.
Yes.
And so I know that for each and every one of us, for those who are present with us now, for those who are present with us later, who watch this later, but for everyone everywhere, I know that this is the truth for all of us. So in absolute gratitude for knowing this is the truth, I let go of all of the false thinking. I let go of all the thoughts that we're not good enough, or we should have this, or we should have that, and just recognize that we are absolutely God's beloved all of the time, that we are here in absolute wonder and power and love. And so I just embrace that. I'm so grateful to know that this word is complete in the mind of God, that it's done, that it's manifesting into form, and then there's nothing left for me to do but let it go. Let it be gone. Allow it to be. And together we say, and so it is. Amen, Ashe, Aho, and woo-hoo.
I woke up this morning and I opened up my eyes. And I stared out the window. What to my surprise was a snow-covered hill and the earth standing still for all to see. And I said to myself, what a precious world I am in, where each moment is a lifetime and a new life can begin. And we have the vision, the light and the life that never ends. And I am as you are, and we are the universal seed. And all this creation is born out of what we believe. So hold in your heart all that you desire. What you never wanted, let it burn in the fire. 'Cause you have the power to plant any flower and watch it bloom. And I am as you are, and we are the universal seed. And all this creation is born out of what we believe. Believe. And I do believe, yes, I do believe, I believe. 'Cause I am as you are, and we are the universal seed. And all this creation was born out of what we believe. Believe, believe, believe. And I do believe, yes, I do believe, I believe. Believe, believe, believe.
Whoa. Oh, that was right on the money.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Very
That's
good.
one of your songs also, right?
Yes.
So check it out. Buy her music because she's a gift to the world.
Oh, thank you, Michael. Thank
Truly
you.
are. You're so talented.
Thank you. Thank you both.
So we'll have one more song from you in a bit. But right now we're going to look at this basket,
Yes, we are.
which represents the abundant flow of giving and receiving. And so somewhere within you knows that you are an abundant being. You have more than you need to give, no matter what you're looking at. I can remember when I was came into this the spiritual teaching the first time, and my minister was talking about tithing, and I decided I was going to try it, even though the whole world was exploding. I was maxed out on my credit cards. I was going through a divorce. I was living in a dump, trying to exist and barely paying my bills. And I said, well, I'm going to try tithing now, because if it works, then it certainly can work in my life. And so that's what this giving is about. And if you like what you've gotten from this service, then let us be a place where you can give simply by this means.
So yes, you can go to our website, cslnorthmetro.org, and there's lots of ways to give out there. Our address is there too, so if you happen to be somebody who writes a check, you can mail it, and that'd be good too.
Credit card,
yep.
PayPal,
Venmo code's on the screen. So lots of ways to give.
yeah. And we appreciate
We
your
do.
giving. So let us just shine our light towards this basket, knowing we are the energy of complete and abundant joy, freedom, and power. So repeat after me. I give thanks for this opportunity to give.
I give thanks for this opportunity to give.
I give freely from my heart,
I give freely from my heart,
expecting nothing,
expecting nothing,
knowing that everything is coming to me for my good.
knowing that everything is coming to me for my good.
And I give it back out
And I give it back out
in the sacred circle of life.
in the sacred circle of life.
I give thanks.
I give thanks.
Let it be.
Let it be.
And so it is.
And so it is. Amen, ashe, and woohoo.
Woohoo, because Rama's got another
That's
one
right.
for us.
Be the peace you want to see. Then share your peace with everyone you meet. Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you. And be the joy you want to see. Then share your joy with everyone you meet. Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you. And be the love you want to see. Then share your love with everyone you meet. Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you. Be the peace. Be the joy. Be the love. And let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you. Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you. Let it begin. Let it begin. Let it begin with you and me.
Yeah. Oh, that was so good. Life is good, isn't it?
I think so, this very moment.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So we're going to move to
Zoom.
Zoom, yeah.
But unless somebody has things they want to share now, we still have time.
Well, I want to share. I'm just happy to hear your message today. It's not like any of this is new to us, but I am really, really working on shifting. I've become aware that I have a lot of negative thoughts that go on and have been going on for years. And I'm just in the process of just speaking something different into those thoughts and changing, shifting. Yeah,
Yes.
today was important.
Yeah.
I realize that there's a lot of things that I do with my career that I send out. If I send out an audition demo or something, I send it out with the energy of not expecting it to happen. And I'm flipping that and shifting it. So thank you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't live long enough to have self-degrading thoughts.
That's right.
No, we
They have no room in our lives. They don't deserve it. It's an offense to God. It really is an offense to God to have those kind of thoughts, because God made us in his perfection, and his love is so expansive.
Thank you. Yeah, that's an offense. Wow, wow.
Thanks for sharing.
And I know this, anybody who hears that beautiful voice of yours and that beautiful music of yours is going to want to do something with it, because it's so powerful.
Thank you.
Yes. And we're very thankful that you're here with us every month.
Yes. We're grateful.
I appreciate it. I'm grateful for you guys too. Thank you.
And also grateful for Kathy for stepping in and saying yes to producing our service. You're so, you live the science of mind.
Absolutely.
I don't know anybody more that lives it more than you do. And I so appreciate you being a way shower for us all.
Oh, bless you and thank you. It just, again, it takes one to know one. I think it just says you folks are so wonderful. And as Robin so beautifully said, I was looking at my notes because I'm a note taker too, but to observe our thoughts intentionally, and purposefully, and to live in that self-awareness. And I was thinking about when I manifested my beloved JT, I was in an energy of searching instead of finding. And once I got kind of grounded as I already have that which I seek, and what does that feel like? And once I could really move into that place, I wasn't searching, I was attracting. And so it was really a powerful shift, because it's a habit of mine to be constantly out searching instead of come from the other way. So everything you said just kind of reminded me. So I appreciate your beautiful service. I always love being here. You have a sweet community.
Yes.
We love having you too.
And I would like to say something about the service and the thought that came to me, when you ask how to be aware of your thinking. And one way that I became, or I am becoming, or I am aware of my thinking, and I just did it, is to be aware of the words that I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I want you to know I had to surrender. I didn't want to think about what I'm saying. I wanted to say whatever first thought that came to my mind, blah. I don't want to have to think about it. I don't, and I had to surrender not wanting to think about what I was saying. So anyway, I just wanted to share that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I thank you for that. Yeah, thank you. I use the mantra, God is, I am.
Yeah.
Interrupt my thoughts. God is.
I use that a lot myself. And when I'm doing it, I'll go, God is, I am, God is, I am. But every once in a while, I'll throw in, I am, God is, I am, God is.
Yes.
So I'll reverse them. And it's very powerful. And that's another good way of opening up to your awareness of what you're thinking. Because your thoughts can't hold two. You can't hold two things in your thoughts. So you can either hold the negative or you can hold the positive.
Yes. Yes.
No, and Robin's beautiful music would be a great way, to just put her mantras on and to listen and let them infuse into your soul. That's a great way to a spiritual practice to shift thoughts too.
Because
It's so funny that you say that, Reverend Kathleen, because I forget to do that with my songs, to listen to them. And when I do listen to them, I go, "Oh wow!" And I don't say that, and I don't say that arrogantly, because I really feel like my songs are spirit downloaded. So
Absolutely.
sometimes I get words that have preceded my knowledge and learning of them, if that makes sense.
Totally. It's
Um,
beautiful.
So receiving a song sometimes is part of my transformation. Absolutely.
yes, there's no doubt in my mind. You sing from your soul. You're a soul sister.
Amen. Amen. It's just like,
On some level, yes. Not on the Aretha Franklin level.
Well, tough to say.
Well, you're my soul sister, so
Yeah.
In that style, I think I'm more Joni Mitchell style and that kind of soul.
Richie Havens.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, we're certainly grateful for each and every one of you that helps us produce this service every week, because it would be boring without you. You add so much. We appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you so much.
So if you want to continue this conversation, how can they do that?
Join us on Zoom right afterwards, and we'll have a really nice conversation. So
Thank you.
And for those that this would be the first time, let it be the first time. Because we want to meet you and surround you with love and appreciation.
Yes.
So let's close our eyes. I'll do a benediction. So returning to that oneness, that allness, that isness, that expansiveness that is God, recognizing that we are that which God is eternally. We are God's power. We are God's wisdom. We are God's intelligence. We are God's love. We are God's perfection all the time, 24/7. No matter what you're thinking, it can change in an instant. So I support with my word all those that are ready to change and rid themselves of self putting down and accept the self that is eternally great, eternally beautiful, eternally powerful. For this and so much more, I say thank you, thank you, thank you. I allow it to be by saying,
and so it is. All right. Thank you so much, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.